God's message to you from Luke chapter 7, verses 11 through 17. Jesus raises the widow's son, or sometimes it's called the young man of Nain. Jesus was with his disciples, and they were traveling, going around the nation of Israel, delivering God's message to the Israelites and his children. They traveled to Nain, and as they were going there, and they were on the road, coming at them was a sad sight. It was a funeral procession. Now, we're used to people having a funeral procession with cars. In those days, they didn't have cars. And so it was a bunch of people walking, and they were carrying in a coffin, in what sometimes it's called a bier, in a coffin, the young man of Nain. And this was the son of a widow. And what that meant as a widow is her husband had already died, and this was her only son, the Bible says. So now she was all alone. Her family was gone, and especially in that environment and age, having a young man who was strong enough to work, that was the main way people earned their income. This was such a loss and such a tragedy. Well, Jesus' heart went out, and he said to the woman, "Don't cry." I bet that sounded a little bit ridiculous, right? Telling a mom who's lost her son not to cry. But Jesus said it, and he meant it. He had power to fix it. He went right up to that coffin, and he looked inside there, and there was the young man's body, and he said, "Young man, I say to you, get up." Jesus' words have power. Just like at the beginning of the world, God said, "Let there be," and it was. When Jesus said, "Young man, I say to you, get up," he gave that man power. He gave that young man life, and he sat up and was alive. Jesus took that young man and gave him back to his mother. This showed a lot of things. Jesus' heart and concern, but also his amazing power as a true Son of God, that he had power over death. And just like at this moment, he gave the son back to his mother in eternity, this is a picture how Jesus will fix everything and make the world the way it was supposed to be. All death will be gone, and we'll be all reunited with our families in Jesus. So when that happened, and he did this amazing miracle, everybody there said, "A great prophet has appeared among us." God has come to help his people. And that message from that event went around, and it went around the whole land. This was shared, and the story was told, and people rejoiced that the Messiah was there, but I'm pretty sure it did also get some of the Pharisees and Sadducees upset, and they plotted more and more to hurt Jesus. This is the account of how Jesus raises the widow's son from Luke chapter 7.